Hey, what's up, YouTube? Again, Robbie back. Um, I saw this video of this guy showing all his PS3 games from his worst to his best. Now I thought, wow, that's neat. I should make one of those videos, so I'm here to make one of those videos. Now I have quite a few of these PS3 games, so with the 10-minute time limit and such, I should be able to get all these down. So let's go ahead and start. The first game, which is at the bottom of my list, and I was actually surprised about this game because I thought it was going to be really good. Guitar Hero 5. I am a huge fan of the Guitar Hero series, but Guitar Hero 5 sucked. It really did suck. The mechanics of it suck. The new system sucks. It's not really hard, but it's pretty difficult to hit hammer-ons now. It's terrible. I expected more from it. The playlist is also terrible. So get this if you're just really can't live without it and you're a big fan of the series. But even as a big fan of the series myself, I even say this isn't worth it. So, yeah. The next game on my list. This should come as no surprise. Rock Band. The only reason this isn't at the bottom of my list is because it has some pretty odd yet decent downloadable songs like that SpongeBob SquarePants crap that you could download. I thought that was pretty cool. But that was about the only thing I think was good about Rock Band. Other than that, I really don't like this game. It just, as loyal to Guitar Hero as I am, I think this is total rubbish. Yeah. The next game on my list. Now, I wouldn't expect this to be much of a shocker, but Street Fighter 4. I bought this game thinking, it'd be something new. I was completely wrong. This is it. I know a lot of people, believe it or not, they're afraid of change. So if they were to ever change the series up for any reason, they would have bashed this game. It's like Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog was really good as a 2D series. Now once they changed it to 3D, everyone wants to whine about it. But yeah, Street Fighter 4. It was okay. It wasn't great to me at all, really. The fact that it's not even lower is because, I'm kind of a fan of fighting games. I used to be a pretty big fan of Street Fighter, so the old mechanics was alright, but I wish they would at least added something new. They didn't. The next game on my list, a widely known old Army of Two. Army of Two. Now, I know this game is pretty low on my list, but it just had a couple of problems that I really wasn't too happy about. And because it was ridiculous. Such as the computer not listening to you most of the times. But unless I was playing with a friend, I thought if the computer actually listened to you all the time, this game would probably be higher in the list. But like all games, they're all flawed. There's nothing you can do about it. And the cover system and the gameplay, it's okay. It's not great. Could have been much, much, much better. Anyway, number 5, number whatever. Next is Guitar Hero World Tour. Now, bear in mind, I'm doing this from worst to best, in my opinion. So don't get confused. World Tour was okay. The new system it took me a while to get used to the new system because I used to love Guitar Hero 3 so much. So this game, it kind of adds on to it. So new songs, the playlist is okay for the most part, but the new mechanics and stuff, I'm actually still trying to get used to a little bit. Next game that I believe is awesome, kind of. Guitar Hero Smash Hits. This game obviously has the best playlist, so I mean, yeah, duh. But this game right here, the only reason why it's kind of lowish is because it still has that system that I'm still trying to get used to, and you know, if they would have changed it up a bit, you know, maybe I would have put it higher, but. Mirror's Edge. Mirror's Edge was a great game. I loved it. It was well, yeah, okay, let me phrase that. It wasn't great, but I liked it. I liked the first person view, this new mechanics. I didn't like the unfairness of the bosses, not bosses, but the AI. I'll get into that more in maybe another video another time, but yeah, this probably would have been higher had it not been for the difficulty in some parts. Next game on my list, pretty wild, notorious game, Guitar Hero 3. This game is amazing. I love the playlist. I love the system. I love almost everything about it. I do hate the online I mean, I know we don't have to pay for PSN, but the online is ridiculous. You can barely get into a game. I can barely get into a game with most of my friends, so it really doesn't. If the online was better, it'd be a little bit higher, but I still think that's pretty high. Next game, Devil May Cry 4. Devil May Cry 4 was fun. It was just a tad bit repetitive. But you know, Nero, I like Nero. Most people don't, because he's new. Change goes back into that. Change is bad, so you know, just keep it the way it was. But Nero, I mean, it couldn't have been as bad as Devil May Cry 2. This game was okay. It was pretty good. The next game on my list, and it's now we're starting to get into the good ones. Soul Calibur 4. Soul Calibur 4 was a really awesome fighting game, sword fighting game that I played. It's pretty neat. It does get a little bit boring after a while, but if you can get over that, you know, it's a pretty good game. Pretty straightforward. Great graphics. Online's a bit laggy, but that's a lot of online games these days. And yeah, it was an alright game. Love it. Next game, UFC. I like this game. I wasn't even into UFC until my friend recommended me to buy this, so I went ahead and bought it, and I think it's alright. I play with him all the time. He taught me how to play it, because he has an Xbox 360, so he had to get used to my controls. But when he got used to it, he taught me how to take down and everything. So yeah, this game is pretty cool. And the next game on my list, this should come as no surprise to anyone. Metal Gear Solid 4. And there, you can't even say, there isn't anything to say about this game. It was just simply amazing. 10 out of 10, of course, but I'd probably give it about like a 9 out of 10 or 8 out of 10. The game I would personally give 10 out of 10, and this is at the top of my list. My number one favorite game out of all my games I have right here. Grand Theft Auto 4. This game's amazing. I love the sandbox style. I love the new character. I love this whole... I've been a fan of Grand Theft Auto forever. San Andreas had to have been my favorite one, but this one has taken its place. I have almost every trophy for it. This game is nice. I love it. It's awesome. And Battlefield 1943, you know, that game, I didn't add it. It's like a side game, but I guess that game was alright. There's not much to say about it. It's all online. And Crash Commando, I got it off the PlayStation Store. It's so-so. That out of two games, I'd probably go with Battlefield. But yeah, those were my game selections. Remember, just wanted to remind you guys, all personal opinion. All. Alright. Well, yeah. Comment, rate, add me, E2 dude. You want to get beat any of these games. But, yeah. Alright, later.